Hey guys, today as part of a school project, I'm going to take you through my adventure in Japan, where I'm just pretty much going to showcase all the unique aspects I noticed in restaurants here, and I'm also going to finish it off with some personal recommendations I have for you all in case you ever get to visit this beautiful country. So just as an FYI, when I was in Japan, I mainly stayed in the Kansai region, which basically consisted of Kyoto, Osaka, and Kobe, but then I also did some trips to Hiroshima and Tokyo. So without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I'm going to cover throughout the rest of the video. Also, just FYI, I'll be tagging all the places in which I eat and the location of it and the prices. So most restaurants tend to have this digital kiosk which lets you order all of your meals, and they're super simple because they take cash or credit and they come in various languages. Once you've sat down, you'll be given an oshibori, which is basically a wet towel that you use to wash your hands before a meal. Make sure your chopstick skills are good because you will not be given any forks to eat your meals, so if you're not good, you better start practicing now. Also, fun fact, you can eat raw eggs in Japan, so for all the Rocky fans out there, you can do it while you're here. So while me and some friends were getting this massive bowl of ramen in Osaka, we actually took too long with our meal, and since we were still having a bit of a conversation after our meals, we actually got kicked out by the owner. So just FYI, restaurant culture in Japan demands that as soon as you are done with your meal, you leave in order to respect the time of other customers. Still finished my bowl like a champ though. Something else that was amazing about Japan was the convenience stores. Not only were they super clean, but the food that was there was actually really good. So please don't overlook your nearby 7-Eleven, Family Mart, or Lawson. You never know what you're going to find, and despite being delicious, they're also very cheap to eat. Also, here are some pretty good survival phrases you guys should learn if you ever take a trip to Japan. Don't forget to take that screenshot and practice. Okay, so after work, one of my favorite places to eat at was this small shop in northern Kyoto called Tentenyu. I really liked it. I'd eat there every week and they always delivered. They gave amazing ramen, but the only thing I'm going to let you guys know is if you ever decide to visit here, don't bring a group of over 4 because they won't be able to sit you down, and make sure to bring cash with you, at least 2,000 yen, because they only take cash, no card. Next up is Omura House. This place really made me love omurice just because everything on the menu is delicious. I ordered everything and I liked every single thing that I ate there. And also what I said before about having to be good with chopsticks, you don't really have to worry about that here because they'll give you a spoon and that's pretty much all you need to eat this meal. Also, when I was at the Osaka Aquarium, I had this Japanese soda ice cream and it's definitely in my top 3 flavors now. Now that you're in Osaka, you might as well just head over to a local market and then just eat at an izakaya. My internship supervisor took me there and we had so many good things. It's probably stuff that I've never tried before in my life, but I liked every single thing. So make sure to get out of your comfort zone and eat everything you see on the menu. Please make sure to eat shabu shabu while you're here because it's amazing. Most places actually like to do this student discount. So if you're a college student, you can just show them your ID and you'll actually end up only paying around 60% of the price. That's what happened to me in this place. Now, Japanese cheesecake. Can't forget about this if you're over there. Make sure to go get it if you're ever in Dotonbori or in Namba Station. Just so you know, the texture is very different from that of a New York cheesecake. It's a lot more light and fluffy, and the taste of it tastes a lot more like egg rather than that sweet texture that you get in a New York cheesecake. You can actually see my face here when I'm surprised by the flavor that I got, but that didn't stop me from getting it a second time. I really enjoyed it. Next up is this little restaurant with a sign that's just 2 emojis. It was awesome, super small. I'd recommend you only come in groups of 2, but please make sure to try their duck broth ramen and their egg and rice. It was heavenly. The trip to Japan wouldn't be complete without Wagyu, so this place that we went to in Tokyo was actually really, really good. And honestly, the best recommendation I can give was the Wagyu sushi. That raw cut of meat on top was just amazing. Last but not least is this Chinese place right on Gyeon. My host company took me here and it was just amazing. I had something called Chinese donuts and I also had this tofu pudding that had sliced kiwi and apple, and all of it was just delicious. Can't forget about fluffy pancakes either. This place was awesome. It had these ricotta pancakes and lemon meringue pancakes, which were both absolutely delicious. Next up are my personal recommendations for stuff you should do while you're in Japan. First up, Amano Hashidate. This beach was beautiful. It's only 3 hours away from Kyoto on train. Next up, also climb Mount Hiei. It's the tallest mountain in Kyoto and you'll get an insane view at the top. Also, they have this Biwako soft serve ice cream, which kind of blew me out of the water because it was good for no reason whatsoever. Make sure to go to any festivals that are happening during your stay. It's a super cool experience that I highly recommend. Also, make sure you go to Uji. It's not very touristy and the experience is super cool. Go to Arima Onsen in Kobe, highly recommend. And also go to a book off. These thrift stores have insane deals for all my manga lovers out there in case you're looking to buy some. Well, that wraps the video up. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one.